coming up tonight. There's a lot of games out there, some of which you've never even heard of. That's where I come in. I'm Lucious T. I've been playing games since the age of 2, and I have no life. This is Retro Active. All right, transition. No one sees. No one sees. Don't anybody look. You see it, they'll get mad. Oh, professional YouTuber here. Hello, everyone. So, we're talking about Axiom Verge 2 today. I actually had a lot of fun playing this. I'm saddened that I wasn't able to do a more thorough review. And it's funny because I was playing this and you can see I did 9 hours of gameplay. I bit 93% of the map, which in a Metroidvania is pretty good, especially for a blind playthrough. I didn't look anything up, I just had fun doing it. I got 77% of the items, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. So let's tell you a little bit about this. So it's funny because this game really has nothing to do with the first one. I was expecting a lot more similarities to Axiom Verge 1. And other than a little bit of the sound effects, it's almost a completely separate game. Trace, the main character from the first one, isn't mentioned at all. And you can see you got a little bit of different things you can do. You have a melee attack this time. Now this is the best part, is you have this little drone dude. And you can see how I pretty much played the whole game playing as the drone dude. Like, this was much more enjoyable because you can float a little bit. I upgraded it, so if you want to go in here and see my skills. So look at the, I don't know why it's doing that. So I upgraded the full drone skills because I got lost at one point and couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing. And that's part of the reason why I uncovered so much of the map. And it's huge, and it's not just this map. There's also a alternate world that you can only play as the drone. And the nice thing too is you see all these little V shapes? You can instantly teleport if you want. So it'll just transport you throughout the whole map. And it's one of the cool things about the game, but also one of the things that's maybe a little bit of a letdown for some, is it's more exploration than combat based. There's very few boss fights, if any. Even the final boss fight itself was kind of pathetic. But you can see you can kind of float like this, and then you have the ability to hack the system. So you can hack it, you can make it friends. The dogs, of course, always choose whenever we're filming to go nuts. So watch, I can make it be on my allegiance. And if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to do everything in camera again. So yep, there's the dog. So now it's on my side. And you can see I have magic over there. If I go back to the human version of me, oh, and that's another skill you have, you can start floating around, which is kind of cool. But in that, you can see the alternate world. And how it really, there's no reason to be in human form because it just doesn't feel as well. It doesn't feel as good moving around, but you got all these different things. Breach, attract. You have the ability to do this, which is a giant attack move. It was super helpful at the beginning of the game. But it's easy to move around. Like, I can just go to the next section just like this, and it's just fun to explore. Those little red circles you see, that's what allows you to get into the breach. So let's actually get to one of the breaches just so you can see it. And that's where the good music in the game is. And there's also, I think, one place where you go into the world. There's alternate dimensions in this. The story's crazy. You're in Antarctica. You end up in this place called the Breach or something. There's all this lore. It's been a while since I played the first Axiom Verge. I don't remember how accurate this is to it as far as all that stuff goes. And I honestly don't really care. But let's try and get to one of the breaches if I can remember how to get. Yeah, let's go to this one. So we're going to travel. As you can see, it's super easy. You know, it's a nice little windy, cloudy day as I'm looking like a weatherman. And let me know how you're enjoying Shoddy Showcase. You can see on the bottom there, that kind of directs you to where you're at.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes? But who's going to carry the boats? Who's going to carry the boats? Well, you see, it's just more fun to go around as the little dude. And then this is the combat. So there's not, I remember I enjoyed the combat a lot more in the other game. This one you kind of just can throw yourself and destroy it. Now there's the red thing. So here's what I was telling you about the breach attract. So watch, if I use this, it's going to come to me. This way. No, not that way. This way. See? And you can bring the thing with you. It's kind of cool. And that allows you to find it in other areas, and then you can enter it as a little dude. Then you get to a separate area. So it's kind of traversing through these two, and this one's very pixelated. Of course, I'm in the one area that doesn't have bumping music, but the dogs are bumping. God! Please! Enough, you guys! Chiefs! So here we go. See? Here. Let's go, boys. Ooh. That's right, doggies.
You'd love to kiss each other.
But as far as this game goes, very enjoyable. There was a physical release that Limited Run just did, and I'm glad I picked it up. Even if it is different than the first one, I like it. It ends on a cliffhanger. Honestly, I'd prefer if it had a more solid ending and more boss fights, but other than that, super enjoyable. And I think we're going to end this right now. As far as the rating goes, I give Axiom Verge a 2. So yeah, there you go, guys. Video done. Oh my god. I said video done.